Every day, the market screams at you like a storm that never ends. Headlines flashing in red and green, opinions thrown at you from all directions, rumors, data points, rumors disguised as facts, noise that rattles your mind until you question everything you thought you knew. It feels like chasing shadows in a fog thick enough to swallow whole strategies, dreams even. You're not just overwhelmed. You're drowning in a sea of distractions, where every second can make or break your decision, yet clarity feels miles away, like a mirage you can't touch. And that's the brutal truth. This market doesn't just test your skills, it tests your soul. You want to find the real signal, the truth that's buried under layers of lies and noise, that one powerful thread that can pull you out of chaos into something real, actionable, something that sets you apart from everyone else who's lost in the static. But how? How do you stop being just another lost voice in the noise, chasing every blip on the screen, every fresh headline, and instead start moving with unshakable certainty? Because the pain of missing the right moment, of watching the wrong moves unravel your capital, your confidence, your vision, that pain is real, and it's crushing. Maybe you've felt it, those sleepless nights haunted by what-ifs, the sinking dread when the trade that looked perfect falls apart because you never really understood what was happening beneath the surface. This isn't just about money, it's about freedom. Freedom from the chains of confusion, freedom from the endless guessing games that drain your energy and numb your instincts. Because the truth most people don't tell you, every second the market shouts, the real signal changes its rhythm. The signal isn't loud, it's subtle. It's buried under thousands of tiny waves, each competing to steal your attention, your focus, your edge. But here's a secret that those who truly win know and live by. Noise is not your enemy, it's your battlefield. The battle isn't about turning the noise off. It's about learning where to listen, when to tune in, and how to use it to sharpen your vision. The market's chaos is a test, a forge that hammers out the sharpest minds, the ones who refuse to drown or shy away, but instead lean in harder and see what the noise can't hide. The first step, the hard step, is to stop being a reactive player. You can't possibly win if you chase every twitch in the data, every hype, every scare story pushed by media and algorithmic hysteria. The market's noise is designed to trap the mind in a loop: fear, greed, uncertainty, making you live off instinct rather than intelligence. But intelligence is your exit. That means building a framework inside your mind that filters the noise with precision, that cuts through random movements to see what matters. Start by refusing to swallow the headlines. Almost every news story isn't there to inform you. It's there to move the masses, to provoke action and emotion, often to mislead. Instead, develop a second layer of discipline. Verify what's behind the message. Look for data, not just flat numbers, but patterns. Look for consistency, for signals that repeat over time, not those flash-in-the-pan stories meant to bait traders into panic or hype. The difference between noise and signal is often repetition and context. If something matters, it shows up again and again in different ways, across different sources, not just once in an isolated article or tweet. But compression of information isn't enough. You must add critical thinking. Never take things at face value. That's where most professionals fall, trusting limited sources, following party lines of analysis, letting consensus shape their horizon. The market rewards those who question the accepted stories. Ask why a certain trend is happening, who benefits, what forces are pushing it. Every trend hides interest behind it, agendas, emotions. Peel those back like layers of an onion. The more you dig, the clearer the signal gets. Yet even with the best filters, the market is a living beast. It shifts, it mutates, it fakes signals just to deceive. This is why you need a mindset beyond just analysis, a mental edge forged from patience and perspective. The signal is not always immediate. The market tests those who want fast answers, fast profits. But power lies with the patient, those willing to watch, to wait for confirmation, to endure uncertainty and stand firm when the world screams panic or greed. Eternal winners understand this. Success is never instant. It's the result of timing and timing again. At the core, the market listens to your weakest emotions. Fear and greed make the loudest noise, but your strongest weapon is emotional control. The moment emotions cloud your judgment, the signal slips through your fingers. So discipline is not just a rule book, it's your armor. Build routines that calm your mind. Deep work, moments of quiet, clear focus. Train yourself to approach every market move with curiosity, not with desperation. Every price shift holds a lesson. Every volume spike, every candlestick pattern, it's language. Learn it. Become fluent. Another truth that separates those who survive and thrive is the power of connection. Most investors go it alone, locked in their own heads, isolated with their fears and doubts. But the signal becomes clearer when you align with minds that think differently, that challenge your views, that ignite sparks of insight you would never find alone. The rare are not the lone wolves. They are the wolves that hunt in packs, with fiercely complementary strengths. Surround yourself with those who match your fire, who push you to question deeper, and who share a hunger for truth, not comfort. And don't forget the long game. The market punishes impatience brutally. It will make you chase false signals, burn your capital, and blow your confidence. But those who see beyond the immediate noise, who map their moves across months, years, even decades, those who align their capital with trends so big they shake entire industries, these people build real legacies, real freedom. This isn't about chasing the next stock or crypto fad. It's about understanding how the world is changing beneath all the smoke and choosing the right windows to act. The sensor you must build goes beyond numbers. It's about becoming a sovereign thinker. Your will, your discipline, your relentless pursuit of knowledge are your weapons. No algorithm replaces the intuition sharpened by patience. No headline can override the clarity forged by deep understanding. When the noise reaches a fever pitch and others panic and scatter, you stand unshaken because you have already scripted your reality. You know what matters because you have the courage to ignore what doesn't. Remember, the real market, the one worth mastering, is not about following trends blindly, nor about safe bets in a world that rewards risk. It's about transcending the noise to find signals that no one else sees. It's about refusing to be a product of the system that wants you to comply, to settle for less, to live a borrowed life of cliches and fear. The signal is not just data, it's power. It's what frees you from mediocre thinking and mediocre results. The signal is the fire inside you, the rare and misunderstood spark that, when aligned with the right knowledge, the right people, and the right patience, becomes a blaze that no noise can ever drown out. This is the call for those who will not be silenced, the ones who stare at the chaos not with fear, but with hunger, the ones who refuse comfort and demand truth, the ones who know that the greatest power in investing and in life is the power to choose what you listen to question everything, to wait for the moment that others miss. Become that person, build that mind, cut through the noise like a razor, because in this market, only the signal frees you. And once you find it, everything else becomes noise, and then you are truly free.